Are we live? I just told you on my TV about to turn on. I got to turn it down.
All right. Welcome, welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
welcome, welcome to the Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. I just told them to hold on for a second. Welcome to the playoffs, baby. Tyrese Maxey. Welcome to the playoffs. This is what we needed, man. I first of all, I want to give a shout out to the Nets. Them young boys, they got some ballers on their squad. They just don't got a complete squad.
Yeah.
Both times, this is the second time we've seen their leading scorer in the first half come out and put in that work and then get kind of clamped up a little bit in the second half. The Sixers made adjustments. Shout out to Joel Embiid. You know what? I'm not even gonna give Embiid a shout out yet. I'm going to give Doc Rivers a shout out. And the reason I'm giving Doc a shout out because you saw where Joel Embiid was starting to get frustrated.
Yeah.
Started trying to force the issue a little bit. Doc called a timeout and was like, okay, hold up, check it. And in the second half, I think he basically probably had to tell Joel, listen, you're not going to get the points like that because of how they're playing defense. Let everybody else help you. And Puma, listen, I know people going to be on Harden. Harden had an off night. Maxey, but that's why I didn't get mad. Maxey had an off night last night. This is the whole point of having depth on your team. You'll have Boston to have a night where Jason Tatum don't necessarily ball out, but somebody else picks up and covers for that. This is what good teams do. This is what championship type teams do. And I'm happy. And Tobias Harris for a second night. Tobias Harris. I'm excited about this one. I wasn't as worried as some people might have been. At the half, I said we're gonna win by 15. And I felt like the Nets gave you everything. And shout out to Jacques Vaughn. He doing the best he can. They doing the best they can. They're outmatched. And the Sixers once again walk them down like Jason Voorhees. You keep running from the big monster. All they do is just walk, and eventually he gets you. And that's what the Sixers did.
Yeah. This was a good team win. And this is kind of what I want. I'm hearing an echo. This is what I wanted.
You hear an echo? I don't hear it. Is it me?
This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted us to be tested a little bit, and we were tested today. Even though I knew we was going to win the game without any problems. But shout out to Tobias and shout out to Maxey. Both of them came, and they actually are the reason why we won the game. They the ones who stepped up. I like defense that that the Nets are using on B. That what they're doing is they bring it to B. They forcing him to make different decisions on the court. This is only going to help him in the next round of the playoffs. B initially he was kind of passing the ball a little bit too fast. So he saw the double team. He was trying to get rid of it, and Doc was like, "Slow it down." He said, "You don't got to necessarily get rid of it right away. If you see the hard double, then you want to get rid of it, but don't be so excited to do it." Doc coached his behind off in this game. Critical turn in the beginning of the third quarter, he called a timeout, and that was the difference of the game.
I agree.
And Doc called that one timeout. After that, Tyrese came and banged the 3-pointer, and then next thing you know, Tobias got a steal and got a layup, a dunk, and right there we cut the lead to 2 just like that. So Doc coached his behind off. He got in everybody's minds. He said, "Yo, chill out." So we always be on Doc a lot, but tonight Doc showed up, Tobias showed up, and Tyrese showed up. Everybody else,
I agree. I agree.
To do.
And I do want to give Doc credit too for another thing he did. Remember, we was talking about one of the things we was talking about that Doc sometimes doesn't do is make adjustments with certain stuff. Down the stretch of the game, we didn't see PJ Tucker in there. PJ turned back into a pumpkin. but see, I'm not going to do because you'll have off games. No, I know I'm trolling.
He went with McDaniels. He went with Jalen McDaniels down the stretch.
Yeah. But that's what I'm not mad at him doing that. It takes a team. This is why you don't win championships. Not saying the Sixers is necessarily going to win, but this is why they're in the rundown to win. You have to have a team to win it. You don't win it just off of one superstar, and that anybody that says like it's just one dude winning it is never that way. Exactly. Because everybody's not going to cook for the most part. Everybody's not going to cook every night. You need some other players that are good enough. And this is why I've said throughout the season, the fact that you have a Tobias Harris as your fourth best player, and then you can get nights like this from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if somebody's that good, as good as he is, not saying that he's great or nothing, but when you're as good as he is, if you can't just leave him unattended and say, you know what, you go here and beat us on wide open shots, you know, or just put a Dinwiddie, somebody small on him and say, we're going to beat you like that. The Sixers played how they were supposed to play. And the Sixers this is why we say the Sixers are way more talented than them, but shout out to them because they gave it a hard way to go.
Yeah. Shout out to, I thought Dinwiddie was a little bit better than what he's been playing in the series. Because remember a couple of years ago, he kind of played us tough, even though we beat the Nets. I thought he was a stronger player, but I'm not too impressed with Dinwiddie so far in the playoffs.
I always thought LeVert was the better. It was him and LeVert when we was playing him. I always thought LeVert was the tougher one.
Yeah, LeVert was
good. But yeah, I mean, and honestly, I really do feel like the ref was giving the Nets the benefit of the whistle early on. They was allowing them to get a little more physical, and they was getting the foul calls, but they were pushing the issue though. And another thing is when you look at them, and this is why I don't think that this is why I really didn't feel like they posed I didn't doubt this game. They expand every ounce of energy they had in that first half, trying as hard as they could, and they was only up 5 points. And they was only up 5 points. You would have felt like they would have been up. Like, honestly, the way the game went in the first half, it felt like the Sixers was down like 15. Yeah. But they was only down 5.
If y'all want to call and give y'all opinion on the game, I'm gonna post a link in there. Maine, I know you were trying to get you on for a minute. You've been disappearing from Maine and Mark. But so if y'all want to jump in, y'all can jump in on the stream real quick.
Yeah, just make sure y'all keep it clean. You know, no profanity.
None of my kids listen, but you want to talk about James Harden? I mean,
it was an off game.
He had an off game, but so he's 1-1. The first game he was on the 3-point shooting threes, but then tonight he was off. So
I mean, he was missing he was missing layups and drives. They was playing him a little physical, and he was a little frustrated early on. He can't afford to get like that, but then yet and still, when it came time to it, he was the general on the floor directing traffic. When we won, so you got to give him props for that.
I do with his turnovers too.
That's what I'm about to look and see now. He had 5. He had too many. He had 5. He had 5 rebounds, 5 turnovers, 7 assists, 4. But he had 4 steals. Do you expect 4 steals from James Harden?
Yeah. Mark.
Yo, what's going on, y'all?
Yeah, what's good?
Hey, yo, I gotta agree with everything y'all said, man. I love that game, man, from beginning to end. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because, like Wayne said, the Nets, man, they gave it their all. And I always look at like how a team gets down like we did, because sometimes we fold in a game like that. But this time, like y'all said, Doc called a timeout, got them together, and Tobias Harris, man, I gotta give that boy props, man. I gotta give you props, man. He really buckled down and played some good ball tonight, man. And Maxey, gotta give it to him too. And you think about like this though, when your main bulls is off, somebody got to step up.
Yep.
Somebody got to step up. Them young boys stepped up tonight. I even give it to the boy, what's his name, Milton. I even give it to him too, man. He still kept his composure and played good ball. So that was a good win tonight, man. That was a good win.
But see, Mark, that's why I remember, like during all the season, I know I caught a lot of flack when I say having a player like Tobias Harris. When I say about having Tobias Harris as your 4th best player, and people say I overhype him. I'm talking about games like this. Games like this, if you have a player that's good enough, and he's not a great player, but he's a good player, he's an NBA player, and he is a starter in this league. So if you have a player that good as your 4th best player, and then Maxey is Maxey turned, bro. I'm so proud of Maxey, man. Like he was attacking early.
Real quick, yo. You think, because you always say that he needs to be aggressive. What you think about him tonight? Was he aggressive enough?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I said it in our chat. I said it from the jump. I said we need Maxey. We need Maxey to take over this game. And Maxey came in and Maxey did it.
You kind of hate a little bit the smidgen early on. You like Maxey got to shoot. Maxey got to shoot.
No, he did.
He
And
did.
guess what? And what happened? He started shooting and started getting aggressive, and he started cooking them. That's
He
why I
did.
said.
He
That's why I
did.
said I need Maxey to get aggressive because then this is what we can get.
But you know what though? I'm gonna say this,
Mhm.
and Wayne, I know you always say the refs, but I think the refs tonight, the calls was a little lopsided tonight, man.
I agree.
A little bit.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But see, the thing is too. That's why I always say you can't let the refs win the game too. You still got to play basketball. So
Yep.
you know what I mean? Yeah, the Sixers ain't get out of sorts with the refs. They just kept balling, wasn't crying, and that's another thing. They wasn't crying about them calls neither.
They was early on, and
Was they? I
Doc
didn't
reeled
peep
them
it.
in.
I
They
didn't peep
was.
it. They didn't peep it. But that was a good game, man. Good win. Play the song, man. Play the song.
I agree. All right, Mark.
All right, Mark.
Appreciate you.
What's good, man?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, what's up?
What's
What
good
you
with
got?
y'all? Listen, man, this was a great
playoff
win. This
one,
was a
baby.
great win.
Mhm.
And you know what? This is the Tobias we need. If we could get this Tobias, I think we can beat
I need this in
any
the
team
second
in the
round,
East.
though. I need this in
Oh,
the second
bro.
round. We
I
get
was a little
this in the
upset
first
they went
round.
away from Tobias. They went away from Tobias a little bit. He was cooking, then they went away. But yeah, this was a good win. I like
But
it.
I
love it.
think Tobias a vet. Tobias is a vet, and this is the other part of it. He's a vet, and he plays like he sometimes he's not as aggressive as he should be offensively, and I think part of that is because he got these other guys on the team, and he's willing to buy in and do whatever needs to be done. But we get caught up into all the money he make and say Tobias should be dropping 25, 30 points a game.
But this Tobias
I don't
actually
know.
scrapping for rebounds. He down
Yes.
low. He actually is not being soft. Like,
yes,
I mean,
I don't care about the money, mate. Just don't be soft. You can't be
I
soft,
agree.
bro.
I agree.
I need this Tobias next round, either sticking Jalen Brown or sticking Tatum. That's what I need. Like,
That's a tall order,
but he has been guarding Tatum this season. Tatum hasn't cooked us like that this season.
This is my expectation. If he plays like this, I'm cool with Tobias. But I need this in the second round. I get this every year from him in the first round. He plays well every year in the first round. So him playing well right now is not a shock to me at all. I'm expecting.
Tobias
No,
has been
don't let Tim get away with
on
that
deep.
cat, man. Don't let Tim get away with that cat, man. Come on, something. It's not a surprise to me. He was ready to come on and start hating on Toby from the jump. Stop.
No, it wasn't.
Tim Pompey was at it again.
Yeah.
No surprise. No surprise.
Yo, are you worried about Harden though?
Nah, I expect this from Harden. I expect he's getting older. I expect a good game, a bad game. This is but like Wayne said earlier, this is why you want Maxey to kind of step up.
Yeah.
When you see Harden and Embiid kind of struggling, Maxey got to hop in there and get buckets, and he got buckets today.
He did.
And like, my only concern though is that second round, Boston is a little bit hard to get those buckets on. So.
Exactly.
You know, we're gonna need a little bit more consistent Harden, but can Maxey still get this type of production against the Celtics? Tobias, and like you said, can Tobias do this as well against the Celtics?
That's
because crazy part is Maxey struggled against Boston all year, and it been tight every game we played him this year. So imagine if we can get Maxey on the roll going into there, you know, that could offset a lot of stuff.
No, I agree.
But I give Doc,
real quick,
man.
I'm gonna let you go. Can we have a Paul Reed victory tour?
Yes,
bro.
We've
been hollering for him. We've been hollering for him, right? Yes. People call us crazy, saying you overhyping this. Like, man, come on, man. The young boys act to be young boys. What you want from a bench player?
You can't ask no more. What Paul Reed giving us is a 10. You can't ask for nothing more. I don't want nothing more.
I'm gonna give him a 9 for them two back-to-back dumb plays. The one when he threw the ball away, and the one when he took that offensive foul. But that being said, he was balling out and getting all that other stuff. So I'll take that with that.
You can't ask for much more. What more do you want from him? I don't want him shooting jumpers. I don't want him dribbling. I want him to grab rebounds and put it back. That's good stuff, man.
All right, man. Thanks.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
See y'all.
Do you got it? Hey, what's up?
What's that, Mama Key?
How you doing?
He didn't eat from me. Nowhere in the room.
No. You know how they be acting.
I know. Y'all
Yes, we did.
We
My
was
babies
balling.
was at the first playoff game.
Oh, for real?
Oh, really? Oh, that's what's up.
Yes, on the jumbotron and everything.
Oh, nice.
Was you there with him, or you?
No, I wasn't there. I was there in spirit, but Charlie was there. Y'all done talked to him a couple of times too.
Oh, all
Oh,
right.
for real?
So what stood out
Yes.
to you in the game tonight? What was what?
First of all, I gotta give
Mhm.
a hands up to Doc, the way he performed tonight. I mean, he had
I
them
agree.
boys under control. He had them together. Like you
He
said,
did.
Tim, when Embiid was getting a little hot, Doc was like, chill out, calm
Yeah.
down. You got help around you.
Yeah.
You good. And then I like the way Maxey jumped off. That's like my little
Mhm.
son right there. Maxey took it to the hoop.
Everybody
And then
like Maxey
Paul
though.
Reed, yes,
Yes.
Paul Reed he's so aggressive. I just love that baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He gets into the ball, and I'm so glad that they're playing him more. He really getting his hours during this playoff.
I agree.
Yes.
I think you should get a couple more minutes more.
I don't know. By the time it was time to take him out, he started getting a little bit too wild. It was time to bring Joe back in.
Yeah.
But he did it though.
He did.
He's proven that he's getting better. You give him the time, he's growing a little bit more. Like you said, Wayne, that's what you got to do with the young boys. You got to give them a little bit more time to prove themselves.
Exactly.
Y'all know I be listening to you guys all the time.
I
Appreciate
hear that's what's up. We appreciate you.
But you know what? You know what else about like I liked about Doc. Remember it was a play. I think it was like was it end of the first half or something when it was one play when or right before a timeout or something and he ended the third quarter I think and Reed did something and Doc came over there and he was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like I saw Doc training. I got hype. Like Doc, it's about time he started showing the young boy love.
I forget what it was. A block. He got a block.
Yeah, at the end of the third quarter or something, I think.
Yeah, they need that.
Then when layup, he blocked.
There you go. There you go.
Mama Key, thanks for calling. We need you to call more.
All right, then I will.
Thanks for calling. Appreciate the love. Keep watching.
See you later.
Yeah, man. This was an exciting game though, because you could tell the Nets was looking like they felt like they had some life. Remember, everybody talking about Bridges, and this is the other thing. No slight to Bridges, no slight to the young boy. This is why the superstars of the league are who they are, because night in, night out, you get all that attention. Like even B, all that attention that he got, the numbers he put up was very solid, considering he was being triple teamed a lot of the times. And the Sixers wasn't hitting shots. PJ turned back into a pumpkin on the shooting side, but he still was active and stuff. But that being said, the Sixers did what they needed to do, and they handled business. And I want them to come out early and put their foot on them in Brooklyn.
You think we're gonna get a sweep?
I just kind of want to kill their spirits a little bit early and not let them think they can hang up, because it's but then again, like I said, the Sixers have been doing this all season where they've been slow walking teams down. They come back on teams and win. What's up, Kraft?
What's up? Heart in his cheeks.
Would you saying the same thing about B when he was struggling?
B was playing defense and doing everything else though.
I know.
You know Harden had 4 steals, right?
Did he?
Yes, he did. He had 4 steals.
Yo, they be tripping when I be looking at the stats. Sometimes the stats don't be updated. I don't be knowing what's going on.
I ain't realized it myself. I ain't gonna hold you. I just looked at it at the game like, oh snap.
I can't believe we only had 96 points. We scored 96 points total in the game. I'm like, that's crazy.
But I'm cool with that because I feel like they mucked it up. Mucked.
I got a question for both of y'all. Y'all not going y'all not going to a game? Well, I know y'all go to the game sometimes. Y'all not going to none of the playoff games?
I'm gonna check out and see. I may at some point, but it's like I ain't gonna hold you. I like coming on. I like coming on and doing the pie right after the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Be so much into it, like to get out after the game and stuff like that. But I've been to a lot of playoff games, and I love that atmosphere at the playoffs, though.
Right,
but I like coming on here with y'all.
What do you think about Maxey? He was a plus 17, 33 points.
Yeah, I love Maxey. I'm not one of the ones in the comments that hate on Maxey. I just don't like Harden, but you already know that though.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. Y'all think we got a chance next round?
I do. No, I do. Like I said, the Sixers played the Sixers tough. All the last 2 games the Sixers played at home. We got the 1 win, and I know people want to say because Jalen wasn't playing this, that, and other, but the game before that, it took a Jason Tatum pull up a very nice shot pull up at the end to win, and the other 2 games was tight games. So I don't see any reason why we can't,
Yeah.
Yo, Greg, what about the bench? We only got 16. We got a total of 15 points from the bench. We ain't get nothing from Niang, nothing from McDaniels, nothing from House. Like I don't know what we can do.
Yeah,
we got to get more bench production in order to.
I mean, that's why I asked y'all about the next round. Like, I mean, I'm not that concerned. I'm more concerned with the bench. I'm not worried about the starters. It's just more so the bench. It's just not consistent. But I mean, we'll see. You know, I'm not one of the ones to say we're gonna lose.
We had Reed and Melton come off the bench. They play solid. Now I do think that Niang, this is not a matchup for Niang. When they go to that small ball lineup, Niang, you're not going to get a shot off, and you really can't stay in front of any of them play defense. But that's why I'll give Doc credit, where Doc made that adjustment to finish the game off and kept Jalen McDaniels in the game. And even though he wasn't doing a lot of scoring, he was active on defense and making it difficult for those guys to get their shots.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, Bobby, I never heard anything about Brett Brown wanting to keep Mikal and ownership forced to trade. I don't believe that.
Stop the cap. That was not.
Oh no, I'm out. I'm out.
All right, Crab.
All right.
Appreciate
that was just a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah, I ain't never heard nothing about that. Now, hey Bob, you trolling? I know you Bob trolling. Poor child. Bob got to be trolling.
Yeah, that's why he'll never ever be another head coach in the NBA. That was the
ain't it funny? Ain't it funny how you hear about Brett Brown being in consideration for head coach? You had all these. You had Jacques Vaughn come in and started coaching the Nets. You had all these up. You had what's the coach over there and Mike Brown came back and got a job over there in Sacramento. You got all these guys. If everybody thought Brett Brown was such a good coach in the league, you mean to tell me he ain't get offered a job again?
He'll never coach. He's an assistant with the man that swindled him out that deal in the first place. Remember?
Hey, Miz, McDaniel should have caught that. I ain't trying to hear that. Even if he don't, no matter what, even if you catch him and lay it up or something like that, he should have caught that. That was a good enough pass.
Which one?
When he talking about when Harden threw him the thing and he missed it.
Just a layup.
Yeah. Harden struggled offensively shooting wise, but that being said, he generated, and I felt the same way about Embiid in the first game. Really, the whole team, they made the next pass, they made the plays to get other people open. So, like, I feel like Embiid had a lot of quote unquote hockey assists in the first game, and I just love the fact that Maxey came in and Maxey had that look in his eyes like, I'm him. Yep. And that's the confidence I want to see Maxey with.
He was a plus 17, but man, Harden struggled big time. He was 3 for 13.
Yeah. It's crazy. He was driving to the basket and they was playing him physical. He just wasn't making them.
Because if Brooklyn they're determined to double team Embiid every game, then Harden got to be the one that's making those open shots. He got to be the one.
But he's not really getting open shots though. That's why I think Doc probably was coming at Harden a little bit too. Harden and Embiid, remember for a stretch, Harden and Embiid seemed like they was trying to force the issue. And the way that we won the first game is, I think, because it's like they saw PJ miss a couple shots. And then, you know what I'm saying, you start seeing guys not making a couple plays. And I get it because, like, I think at a certain point, Joel Embiid felt like, I got to do it. I'm supposed to be the MVP. This is my job. So I understood the mentality. But that's why I appreciate when Doc said, hold up, y'all dial it back. We don't need y'all to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got other guys. And Maxey and Toby stepped up and handled business.
They both stepped up. And both of them struggled against Boston this year. So I think Toby had a little bit of better output than Maxey, but I need both of them to step up next round.
No, I agree. And I think they can. I really, this win to me, and again, the Sixers are the better team. They should win. Because I think the Nets really are like one of them scrappy teams. They got a couple ballers on their squad. But the Sixers and that's why I give this one to Doc, in my opinion. Doc and Maxey.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, while y'all here, hit that like button. Y'all do us a favor, just hit the like button. It's free. Just hit it real quick.
Yeah, I mean, let's just like it. Get them ratings up.
But y'all absolutely right.
Miz, Tim the one to hand out the wrenches. I'm the hired help. the unpaid hired help. I pick things up, I put them down. Tim do all the technical stuff. I do the heavy lifting. I carry him on my back.
Yeah. Yep. But no, that was a good game all the way around. I have no complaints. What you think about the rest of the playoffs, real quick, before we get off? What about that Lakers series? Do you think it's over?
The West Coast to me over. Nah, the West Coast to me is bro. It's some outstanding. I mean, it's outstanding playoff games. But I told y'all. Well, you said about the Lakers. I think that
you don't think it's over? If whatchamacallit is injured,
if he's out, then it may be over.
Yeah.
If he's out, then it may be over.
What you like the more Austin Reeves?
Hold up. Appreciate the love, Kev. He said Harden 0 free throw attempts in 2 games. That got him all. I agree. And some of them plays, him going to the basket, I know he do a lot of crying sometimes, but you can't tell me that you giving Dinwiddie and Bridges and Cam Johnson all these foul calls when they're attacking the basket, and you tell me you can't give Harden a call when they reaching it. I honestly, I thought the Nets was doing a whole lot of reaching in and hacking on Embiid when he went to drive in. That wasn't getting called, and you seen the ball getting bobbled around him and Harden. I think the rest was letting them get away with a lot of little, ticky-tack stuff, but
but you can't be fishing. He was kind of fishing for the foul too.
I agree.
He can't fish for the foul. If they give it to you, they give it to him. But he gotta take the shot as if he's going to make the shot.
But back to when we was talking about the West Coast. I kind of agree with Assassin. The Grizzlies start making you not like them. I honestly like the Grizzlies and because I like Ja Morant. I liked him from his rookie year. Everything else. That being said, they got this fake bravado that they got. Like, it's like they want to be the bad boys. Like, bro, just chill and play ball. So, but if they don't have Ja Morant, they don't have a chance to beat Bron and AD and what about what's his name? Achimori. I got a couple Wizard fans that's homies. What y'all think about Achimori coming in the playoffs and doing that work?
Yeah. Yeah, wasn't they being disrespectful to the Kawhi? I kept telling you, they told me he's not really a star no more and everything. That Ephraim was talking that trash.
No, I can't call him a star. He don't play the season. So basically, he's just a hired help that just comes out in the season. So we might as well just sit. So he gets on a team that's good enough to make the playoffs without him. And then he just waits and says, okay, I'm going to come in fresh. Like, remember when Kyrie was didn't want to get the shot, so he ain't had to play the home games. So he got to sit out most of the games. And every time he played, he was fresh and cooking everybody. And then when he could play every game, all of a sudden, them numbers started dropping.
He was rehabbing from an injury.
He wasn't rehabbing. He do it every year. Stop.
He was rehabbing. He was hurt.
I'm not going to give him. I'm not going to hype him up if he's not playing the regular season. He coming in on a break every time.
He's going to play the entire. He played 40 minutes yesterday, and him and KD, man to man. As much as I love KD, I would have to go with Kawhi if I have to choose between 1 and 2. I would have to go with Kawhi over KD. And KD.
I mean, you also got to give Westbrook some prop. Westbrook wasn't hitting offensively, but Westbrook was strapping on defense.
Westbrook was you talking about that Phoenix
Clippers game?
Yeah, Westbrook came in. He stunk it up offensively, but defensively at the end. But, all right, what about Devin Booker? Because is he a Batman?
There's some questions coming up about Devin Booker. He got to show something. I don't know. That Devin Booker, bro. Hold up. He said one of my favorite players when he played during the season. Who you talking about, Charlie? But Devin Booker is
because that three he should have took a 3. I'm sorry, but that last shot when he got 8 by Westbrook, it was only seconds. I think it was like 7 seconds later. Why are you not shooting a 3 when you know you're down 3? To go to the basket to hope that you get fouled, and even if you don't get fouled, you score a layup. You still gonna have to foul that team and then hope that they miss, and you still want to if they hit 2 free throws.
Right. Charlie. Kawhi. I like Kawhi. I think Kawhi is that type of talent, that kind of player. But you gotta play the whole season. Oh, well, pause. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess you get. No, man, I ain't gonna say that. But I'll say pause.
But 11 seconds is not a long. It's still, you still gotta foul them because it's less than a shot clock. So you still gonna foul. They're still gonna put them on the line. You gotta hope they miss one.
Bob said Ethan and Ephraim on load management tonight.
They are. They on load
Wait till the
management.
Sixers lose. You have Ethan coming here. He gonna come in here like I told y'all such
Yep.
and such.
When we
Nobody
win,
wanted to listen.
you know, he grumpy. He can't really do a whole show unless it's a loss. Then he'll come and smiling.
But that look, all right. All I know is Ephraim said he's going to go. Ephraim gets up early. Ephraim gets up early to go to work in the morning. So all I know is he better not be watching TNT right now. He better not be watching Steph Curry play right now.
He got his kids editing out the commercial so he can watch it while he get up tomorrow morning.
When he get up in the morning,
yeah. So he can watch it. All right. So
wait, wait a minute. We got a couple of other series too. So what I tell y'all about Miami? I was hoping Miami played Boston. Actually, I was hoping Chicago could have played Boston and Miami played.
That was ideally. That was
Miami played, yeah. But I mean, what do you think? Do you think Atlanta gonna make any kind of noise? They made a run.
I didn't see anything that made me think that they was going.
Me neither. Me neither. I think Boston gonna have an easier time than Sixers.
Trae Young, because Trae Young was 6 feet tall, and all the boys on Boston is 6. All of them is over 6 feet, so they're gonna make it. It's gonna be hard for him to get a shot off, and then he's gonna be
shooting a bunch of half court shots.
Yeah. So now you gotta. It's gonna be difficult.
Golden State at Sacramento early.
Yep.
Yeah, by 7, something like that.
Okay.
It's early though. We'll see.
It might be 2 sweeps. I think Brooklyn's gonna come out and try to. I think they're gonna give us on Thursday night.
Yeah, John, you right. He broke his hand, but what's going on with Giannis' back? You know what I'm saying? Hero might have broke his hand, but Giannis might have broke his back. Spinal.
It's definitely a bruise, though.
But you don't think that could affect him? I mean, honestly, if you telling me if you Miami, do you take that trade off? Tyler Hero not going to be able to play, and Giannis is going to be highly injured and damaged. You know, when he's trying to play through an injury.
That's a good trade, but I think they said
I take it all day.
But they said they was like 11-5 or 11-8 without Giannis, so they still
okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. They wasn't facing Jimmy all 11 times. In 8 times. See, that's the only thing sometimes, and I get it because sometimes we do the same thing with a B and stuff. Yeah, Sergeant Bass, you knew where I was going with that. You know where I was going with that, Bass. When Mike Tyson said, I think my back is broken. Like, what kind of injury? You're like, spinal. You're like, we're at spinal. But yeah, I mean that they getting beat down, and that actually kind of works out for both Boston and the Sixers, whichever one comes out of that second round.
Yeah, the second round might determine who's going to go to the NBA Finals.
Yeah. Because I honestly was sitting there worrying about what the Sixers like having to go through Boston, and you know that's going to be a tough, grounded out series, and then get to the next round and hear the Bucks then just started mopping people, but. We'll see, though. I mean, the playoffs been fun, though. I ain't gonna hold you. It been fun.
Yeah, we 2-0, so I'm good.
I'm gonna sleep nice tonight. I'm gonna watch the pod tomorrow while I'm at work driving in the truck.
Yeah, this is good.
Such a beautiful morning. Jalen Hurts done got his money. Tim is happy. Tim for some reason all giddy about Jalen Hurts getting money like he gonna get it done.
My boy got 255, 179 guaranteed.
He earned it.
He earned every bit of it. So I'm happy for the young boy. So let him go, have fun, and just live his life now. $51 million a year. You can't beat that.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the like button and share the video, share the pod.
What's the next game? Thursday?
Thursday night. We'll be back on Thursday after the game.
Yes, we will.
Yep. So we check y'all out. Thanks for watching. We out.